How's it going, YouTubers? This is Kale again. Today, my battery came in for my Yamaha Roadstar Warrior. It's a 1700 V twin. I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. Not a super expensive fancy bike, but something to ride. But anyway, so I noticed that the battery was getting pretty weak, and I bought this bike about 3 years ago, and first year it done all right. The battery done great, and all of a sudden it just started getting weak, you know. So I don't know if it'll start right now. It's been sitting for a couple weeks without charging it. We'll try it. Well, that surprised me. Anyway, in the wintertime, even sitting in a building, you know, if you don't put a charger on it for just a couple of weeks, it won't start. It just barely turns over, and then, you know, solenoid starts making a funny noise. So, we put a new battery in the Honda back when I bought it, and I bought it back in, what was it, 15 or 16? Anyway, we put a brand new battery in it, and I've never had any problems out of it. You can leave it sitting year round, you know, like you can leave it sitting 2 or 3 months in the winter, and it'll start right up. But I usually try to start it up and let it run at least twice a month. But anyway, I left it sitting for 2 or 3 months, and it just fires right up. So anyway, this battery's getting weak and bad. But anyway, the point is, I talked to a parts store about getting a battery, and they said I believe it was like a XT20 or something like that. It's what size battery that the bike called for, but I got to looking it up, and the posts would be on the opposite side. Like here, as you can tell, there's the battery, and the posts face the back of the bike, and positives on the left, negatives on the right. But the XT20, the post would be positive on the right, negative on the left, so it's not really a good idea. Your bike may work. It just depends on how long your cables are that connect to it. But anyway, so they wanted like 80 or 90 bucks for that type of battery, and I got online and checked, and that type of battery was still 80 or 90 bucks no matter where I looked. But so I get online and I find this. It's a YT14B-4. It's supposed to be the exact same size. I believe it's 220 cranking amps, if I'm not mistaken. 220 cold cranking amps. It's an A.G.M battery, which is absorbent glass material. Now you can get a gel battery, but word is that gel batteries tend to not last as long, and they're not really good for starting up a bike or starting up a lawnmower or a car or whatever. So I just go with A.G.M because it's better than lead acid. And it's better than gel because they're made for like a high amp drain, and they tend to last longer. So anyway, this was $40, right at 40 bucks on eBay, plus some change in tax. So I got it within about 5 days of ordering it, maybe 6. But yeah, for $40 compared to 80 bucks, I really can't go wrong there. Even if I go to the parts store and get one like just like that, the same number, Walmart wants $60, and Advance wants like probably just as much. I mean, I think it was $60 too, around 60 bucks. So, but anyway, I'm gonna hook this up, and we'll see how it does. I haven't charged it or nothing. I just took it out of the box. It comes with the screws and the little square nuts that go inside of the terminal. But anyway, I'll hook it up, see what y'all think. Okay, this is a battery that came out of it. I bought the bike used from a used dealership, but anyway, this was the battery that was in it, and it's a YT14B-4, which is the same, but it's only got 190 cold cranking amps. But anyway, it has this strap around it, so you can pull it up out of the hole. Be sure you put that strap back on if you've got a bike like mine. Put the strap back on the new battery before you put it down in there. It just slides over it and goes down in there. That way you can pull it back out. For the time being, this bike's got a Power Commander 3 on it, and I read online somewhere that if the bike loses a 12 volt power supply completely and doesn't have 12 volts at all, like if you pull the battery out for a certain period of time, it could cause your program to be reset, and then you wind up having to hook it back up to a computer and reprogram it and put your own whatever program you've got in it, but you wind up having to redo that. I did have to do that one time, but I'm not sure if that's what caused it or not. Having a dead battery, I'm not real sure. So what I done was I hooked up my 12 volt power supply, hooked up to the solenoid, which runs down to the battery terminal and runs to the bike, and then, you know, hooked the ground up and stuff. But as you can tell, I've got it clipped on to one of the solenoid bolts. And there's a ground screw down here I've got it hooked up to. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know